What the hell? Is that my husband?
You really only have yourself to blame, dear.
Why did I just receive a photo of my mother and you in the same bed?
Listen, sweetheart. I mean, Ramona. Our relationship was great in the beginning. I cannot lie, but...
But what, Marco? Are you going to tell me how I don't fulfill my role as a wife? Or how my mother is better than me?
Ramona, please don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal? You pretentious asshole.
When your mother first talked to me, I felt something. And I wish I could say I'm sorry, but I'm simply not.
Is she the reason why you don't take me on dates anymore? Is she the reason you never touch me anymore? Or rarely look me in my eyes? All those business trips you took were for my mother, weren't they? Were you ever actually going? Or were those all lies too?
No, most of the trips were real. I would skip some of them in order to meet with her.
You barely made any time for me. But you were willing to skip work to go see my mother. You made me feel like a princess. Like I was the only girl you loved. You told me I was.
I don't know what to say.
When did it all start anyway? How long have I been living a lie?
A year after our marriage, when we came over during Thanksgiving. At the time we got in an argument and your mother comforted me. She assured me of so much and told me how you've been like this since you were a kid. Always fussing and complaining. Then, one thing led to another and we ended up kissing for a bit while everyone else was eating.
That night, I was looking for you so we could communicate on what happened. You started getting a little too tipsy. And then I saw you trying to down a whole bottle of wine. You were making a huge scene, so I had to drag you away and explain to you why you couldn't have any more. I even sobered you up a bit by taking care of you like you were a big baby. After you stormed off, I spent so much of my night searching for you to make sure you were okay. And it turns out, you were sucking face with my mother the whole damn time. You wouldn't know what a good wife was unless it hit you in the face. I seriously have no clue what I ever saw in you.
It's no hard feelings, Ramona. I had a long conversation about you with your mother, and I realized I could do better. I could be better if I was with your mother instead. That's all there is to it. I love your mother.
She has completely brainwashed you. It is so sad to see. All those nights we spent out together, on dates, decorating our house, thinking of having a baby, and you threw it all away like it meant nothing to you. When did you start losing feelings for me, Marco? Was it that night, or much before then?
Listen, Ramona, I'm not sure of all that. Trust me when I say I didn't expect this to happen either. It's not like I knew my feelings would change so drastically in one night. But since it did, I want to file for divorce to marry your mother instead.
Is this a joke? You are marrying my husband?
Yes, I have the engagement ring right here.
How dare you send me the photo of the engagement ring? Have you lost your mind? You're doing this to your own daughter, for crying out loud.
I always told you growing up that you didn't have the assets to please a man, not the attitude or the manners.
That is so rich coming from you, since you could barely keep that around.
Don't even go there.
I just don't understand why. Why would you do this to me? It's all because of Dad, isn't it?
Don't.
You have envied me ever since I was born. The only reason Dad ever stayed with you was because of me. He gave me so much attention and you started despising me over it. He wanted to leave you so bad, but the only reason he stayed was not for you, but for me. You talk about woman assets, but you could barely keep your ex-husband happy. Is that why you decided to take mine? To get back at me?
Watch your tongue with me. Where do you get off speaking this trash to your mother? I gave birth to you, clothed you, fed you, helped you give a roof over your head, and here you are, bitching and complaining. You owe everything to me, including your husband.
Clothing me and feeding me, providing me with shelter is the bare minimum. I don't owe you shit. It's not like I begged and pleaded for you to bring me into this world, and if I could, I would gladly take a different mother than you. How could you? Why would you post the same picture you sent to me online for the whole world to see?
Your caption under the post is, fulfilling all the things she couldn't. They do say mothers do it best.
Not only are you embarrassing me online, you decided it was appropriate to throw a shady insult at me.
I don't see the problem. I am engaged to this man, Ramona. Why wouldn't I post us together? As for the caption, did I lie?
This is so repulsive. I want to throw up. This can't be real.
Get a grip. Sure, all your friends and family will see it, but it's not like it's going to kill you. It just shows I can take whoever I want and whatever I want. You always try to make me the bad guy. All I am doing is being there for my fiancé. Do all the things you couldn't do and all the things you could do, but better. You should be thanking me.
Thanking you? You obviously lost it now. I can't help but laugh. You good-for-nothing husband stealer.
Like I said before, watch your tongue, young lady.
Stop texting your mother all these rude things. It's getting ridiculous. Jealousy won't get you anywhere.
She posted that picture of you guys in her bed with a ridiculous caption. How can you possibly be on my mother's side?
Oh my gosh, Ramona. This was one of my problems with you.
You are talking about me having problems? The hypocrisy is unreal.
You are always complaining and playing the victim. Your mother is a wonderful woman. She is the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with, and to cherish moments with. If you truly ever loved me, then why won't you just be happy for me? We can still support each other in a distant, friendly way. You can even be invited to our wedding if your mother allows it.
Invited to my ex-husband and egg donor's wedding is nothing short but insanity. I truly can't help but laugh. This is also frustrating but relieving at the same time. I said countless times how my mother did nothing but made me feel terrible about so many things. Everything I did was wrong in her eyes ever since I was young. I even told you all my insecurities. I've explained to you the sadness I had since I never had a normal connection with her. Things with her were starting to look up. Ever since you recommended we seek therapy together. And I did it because I wanted you to meet your mother-in-law when it was time. I actually wanted her to attend our wedding, to see me walk down the aisle, despite how mean and spiteful she was to me. I don't understand why. Why are you leaving me for her?
Ramona!
I don't have time to question you anyway. I wasted more than enough time on people as impertinent as you guys. You won't have to file for divorce. I will do it.
You are going to divorce me?
Yeah, I am more than glad this was brought to light. You are a scumbag lying cheater who only cares about himself, and apparently my mother. This is really relieving to know. It's like a burden off my shoulder. To think I wanted to spend the rest of my life with an asshole like you. It's better to get rid of trash sooner rather than later, I guess.
You always sound like you are trying to convince yourself and cope. You gain nothing out of this divorce, but I gain a beautiful woman by my side. Someone who really understands me. Your father made a huge mistake letting her go.
Don't talk about my father.
And why shouldn't I?
My father is an upstanding man who put his family before anything. And most of all, he was able to bear my mother's crudeness and disgusting behavior. For all 10 years they were together. You are no man, Marco. You are a boy trying to play in the big fields when you really belong on the playground.
This is also one of the many reasons I will be divorcing you. You play victim, complain, and cannot handle rejection.
That is exactly what you're doing. I guess when you spend so much time with that mother of mine, you start to project like she does. I really wonder, Marco, what will your mother and little sister think of this? They seem to actually enjoy my company. So, what do you plan to tell them exactly? Me and Ramona are separating so I can be with her mother instead.
Is that about right?
I will talk to them about it when it is time. After all, they will have to attend me and your mother's wedding.
This is so embarrassing. Not only for me, but for you too. To think something like this actually happens? But what's done is done. You actually decided to cheat on me with my birth giver. Whatever. I will file for divorce immediately. And I want you out of my house. You can expect to find your clothes, electronics, and all your other belongings on the front lawn. Through sickness and in health, till death do us part. What a joke!
I will be the one divorcing you, Ramona. Don't you dare file divorce. I will come to the house soon. Don't touch any of my stuff. And don't make me take you to court.
It sounds like you forgot how good of a lawyer I have. You even met him when we were getting ready for the marriage papers. With him, the divorce should run smoothly, and I can have you out of my hair in no time.
I refuse to listen to this. Ramona, pick up the phone. I'm on my way. Ramona, answer my damn call. Why is all my stuff on the lawn? And I can't even open the damn door. Worst of all, you have a damn banner on the house saying cheater free. Are you serious? Everyone is looking at me from their porch. This is so damn childish.
And so what? Like I said earlier, you are still a boy on the playground. You had no business messing with a real woman like me from the start. You and her are a perfect match. I'm so glad you found each other. You guys couldn't even find each other without me.
I am calling your mother about this.
You are calling her as if she's gonna help you. There's nothing your precious fiancé can do for you now.
Ramona, please. I can hear people whispering about me and recording me. I am breaking down and crying outside. I am sorry, please. I will do anything. We can be back together if you want to. We can live happily again. I will do everything in my power to make it up to you, sweetheart. Just open the door and we can be back together. Just answer my phone call and the door. Please, Ramona, baby. Ramona Carter?
Ramona White. Your last name is irrelevant to me. I don't want nor need you. Your number is now getting blocked. Also, to prevent you from harassing me like this in the future, I will be placing a no-contact contract on you and Lindsay. Have a good life and a blessed day.
Ramona Sophia White, answer my call.
Oh wow, using my maiden name. It has a much better ring to it anyway.
Why in the actual hell are people towing my car?
My car? Actually, you remember when I had that car under my name? It was never taken off. So yeah, don't expect to be able to drive that car around anymore.
You are childish beyond compare.
You pinned me out to be so bad, but you've been competing with me since you gave birth. So, we really don't compare in any aspect. Tell your fiancé to stop shaking my damn door. I changed the locks to every room.
You brat. But it's fine. He can just move in with me.
As if he could really last living with you. I was hardly able to do it, and I stayed only for 16 years. To think my own mother would betray me like this and steal my husband from me? We were going to therapy. I thought things were getting better, slowly but surely. I allowed you to attend my wedding, to help us plan some details. I really thought we were getting somewhere.
I thought we were getting nowhere. The therapy sessions was nothing but you, rambling about things I did, and then me being forced to explain why I did it.
You thought you were getting nowhere because you actually had to admit your wrongdoings.
You are nothing less than ungrateful, Ramona.
I really don't need this slander. I've had enough of drama for today. This pointless arguing and back and forth is too much. I've already decided what I was going to do when I first saw the picture you sent of my ex-husband and you in the same bed. I'm disowning you. You and I no longer have any ties to one another.
Don't play with me, Ramona. You are disowning me?
Yeah, pretty much. I am so sick and tired of you and your behavior. No one could have prepared me for the information I received today. And I will admit, I am heartbroken. I would never think you would reach this low. I couldn't even imagine it. I guess I should have known ever since I saw how stubborn you were to change. So yeah, I'm disowning you. I don't need you in my life, not even as a stranger.
Well, I've disowned you long ago, so I couldn't give a rat's ass of what you have to say. If anything, I am more grateful than anything to be disconnected from you and connected to your husband. Or should I say, my husband?
You should be receiving a call from your mom in a second.
How could you call my mother about this? Are you serious?
Grandma allowed you to live in her old house free of charge. Well, not anymore, I guess.
She just kicked me out. You absolute asshole. Where am I supposed to stay now?
Don't ask me that, nor you or your fiancé has a home. Not only that, since he has been skipping his business trips, he hasn't been making much money. I truly hope to see you get out of this.
I swear, as soon as I see you again, you're done.
Here's a screenshot of your fiancé begging to take me back just to enter the house. Do you see how easy and quick he is to leave you? This will be my last message to you. You two won't last a year together. You both lost spouses that were irreplaceable and only have yourselves to blame. Without you two, I know I will find happiness in my life. Even though it hurts, I have to thank you both for doing what you did. I'm happy to get you both out of my life sooner rather than later. Goodbye. Marco and Lindsay have yet to marry each other due to the overwhelming stress Ramona has put on them. Marcus's mother and little sister both disapprove of him and Lindsay's marriage. Ramona has finished filing for divorce, and Marco is officially kicked out of their house. Ramona also disowned her mother, to which she has blocked her on everything, and placed a no-contact contract on both her and Marco. Now, Ramona lives happily alone and speaks to her other family members, and occasionally checks on Marcos's mother and sister. This was Ramona's happily ever after.
Hey Susan, I heard you got married. Is it true? I'm honestly impressed. I didn't think you could.
You're rude as usual, Joey. Did you hear that from my older sister?
Yeah, I heard it from Angelina. I didn't think you could get married. I thought it was some kind of joke.
Is that so? What are you trying to say?
You don't look gorgeous, unlike Angelina. And you have this atmosphere that gives off poor vibes.
Thank you for pointing that out. But honestly, I don't need it.
Many of your friends are poor too, right?
Excuse me?
Angelina said so. She said most of your friends look poor.
Unlike her, they are not interested in wearing high-end clothes. What's so wrong with wearing whatever they want?
You know I'm working for a big company, right?
Apparently, yeah. I don't know much about it, though.
So I can see the difference between the poor and the rich.
Huh? Okay.
Angelina fits someone like me. I could never get married to you. You look like you're gonna spend the rest of your life poor.
What's the point of saying this to me? I would never pick you either.
Pick me? Who do you think you are? You're not gonna be picking anyone. You're not gonna succeed in life like I am. That's why I chose your sister. Your boyfriend must be poor as well.
Excuse me? Are you looking down on my boyfriend too?
I guess so. He must be broke, right? Two poor people are getting married to hold a pity party.
A pity party? If I were to be pitiful, that'd be that I have an annoying sister and brother-in-law.
Wow. How could you say such a thing to us? Well, they say barking dogs seldom bite.
If you keep on picking me, that includes you as well.
What?
You keep on bullying us, saying things like we're poor. What's the point of doing that? I've been tolerating it until now. But you're being rude to my boyfriend as well. It's time to grow up.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why do I have to show respect to some poor people? I'm successful. Angelina and I live in a condo. Our wedding was elegant, too. I bet your wedding's miserable. And probably no one is going to attend.
Whatever. If you don't want to come to our wedding, you don't have to.
Well, at least I could be there to see your miserable face. I'm gonna be there.
What a prick you are. Don't ever talk to me. You told Joey about our wedding, huh? He was being rude not only to me, but also to my boyfriend. I've had enough of him.
What? What are you so angry about? He's just stating facts. You two make a great poor couple.
You don't even know anything about my boyfriend. How can you insult him like that?
Because I can easily tell.
Stop imagining things.
Then what's your boyfriend's job? Tell me.
I don't want to say it yet. And I'm not obligated to tell you that.
See, you can't tell me. You're too embarrassed to tell it, right?
You're the one who's embarrassing.
Don't try to steal my husband because you're broke, okay? We're the best married couple.
I'd rather stay single forever than marry that idiot. You two suit each other. You two are very alike.
I know, right? We're so successful that we can't even hide it.
That's not what I meant. Whatever. I don't forgive you for disrespecting my boyfriend. See you, though I don't think I'll ever see you again. Goodbye.
Is it your wedding today?
What do you want this time?
I assume it's about to start, but I'll cancel.
Huh?
Telling you that I won't be there 10 minutes before starting must cause you trouble. There's hardly anyone in the audience seats, right? Then we don't really have to be there.
What are you talking about?
We won't be at your wedding. Why would we attend? It's a waste of everyone's time. Don't you understand what's going on? Sorry to tell you 10 minutes before starting, but have fun at your empty, poor wedding.
Huh? I didn't even invite you.
Huh?
I didn't even invite you in the first place. What are you texting me for?
Huh? Well, hold on a sec. What do you mean by that?
Why do I have to invite you? We're not even that familiar with each other. You're nothing but trash to me.
What?
Our wedding is about to start. There'll be our wedding reception after this, but I didn't invite you. So you don't have to be there.
What do you mean by that?
I told you. So I'll excuse myself now.
What do you mean by that? Why didn't you invite us? Angelina's your own older sister, right? What's up with you not inviting us?
Huh? I thought I was already done with you. Why are you complaining to me this time?
I'm not complaining.
And anyway, you didn't plan on attending, right? Then why do you want to know why you're not invited? You should just ignore us.
That's the problem. It's okay for us to cancel it, but it's not for you to not invite us.
What? Knock it off already. You're so annoying.
Huh?
I've been listening to you, but what the hell? I knew you were an idiot, but enough is enough. What are you trying to say? What's the point of picking on me on a day like this? Shut your mouth already. Your personality is messed up.
What?
You don't seem to understand it, so I'll tell you the truth. You guys are not liked among our family and relatives. I had no intention of inviting you in the first place.
What? Why?
I can't stand you. I've never understood anything about Angelina since long time ago. Ever since she married you, she's gotten even worse. She's the worst person to get in touch with. I didn't even invite you, so feel free to cancel it.
What? You losers? Stop throwing a fit just because we canceled.
Are you even listening to me? I'm not throwing a fit. I'm just impressed at how selfish you are. Can you stop texting me?
I'm the one who doesn't want to text you. I bet your boyfriend must be a loser. Why don't you enjoy your poor life together? We live in a different world.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. My husband is the president of your company.
Huh?
I didn't tell you because I thought it would be awkward. If I told Angelina, she would definitely try to steal him. Everything gets annoying, so I didn't tell you to this day. Didn't you know your company's president was having his wedding today? Well, he wouldn't tell someone in a lower position like you.
Who's in a lower position? There's no way I'm in a lower position. I'm a higher up.
But you've been working for 10 years, and you're still a subsection chef, right? That type who's sitting near the windows and doesn't get much attention.
How do you know that?
My husband heard about you at the office. I told him I don't want to invite my older sister and her husband, so he wanted to know about you.
So your boyfriend is really the president of my company?
Exactly. You've always looked down on me, Joey. So much for that, huh? I have no idea why you thought my wedding would be empty. My wedding is full of relatives, friends, and people with working relationships. I didn't even prepare your seats.
We'll be there right away.
What are you saying?
The president's coming, right? On top of that, he's my sister-in-law's husband. That makes me a member of his family. This is a big chance for me. Finally, a chance to get promoted.
That will never happen. Take a look at yourself.
Huh? Why?
I said I'm cutting our ties. I told my fiancé about the insults you've been saying to me.
Have I ever said something wrong to you?
Go review your messages above. I can't stand to be disrespected for no reason anymore. Angelina is full of credit card loans. She's just trying to look rich.
Credit card loans?
Haven't you realized yet? She's not working. But for some reason, she has tons of high-end clothes. She's using your card to pay for it.
That's why I couldn't use it the other day. Then, has she used it to the limit?
Go talk to your wife about it. Your salary isn't too different to a regular worker. You'll still manage to live in a condo with the company's name somehow. But everyone knows you're not rich at all. Before you have to go bankrupt, why don't you review your lifestyle? I think you should review your own wife before looking down on people. Well, whatever.
Wait a sec. Everything's so sudden. I can't keep up with it. Anyway, can I attend your wedding? I want to get to know some of the executives as well.
I'll gladly decline. Even if you come, there aren't any seats for you. And I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. So I'll block you as well as Angelina. Alright, enjoy your life. Joey learned that Susan's husband really was the president of his company. Joey and his wife rushed to the wedding. The guards didn't let him in. Some employees saw them. Joey got relegated and given pay cuts and sent to a rural city. Also, Joey learned that Angelina maxed his credit card. They're not the best couple anymore. Also, all of his families and relatives cut their ties with him. Hope they've learned.